Welcome everybody to what is, again, the jewel of Southeast Asia for the RRA 2022 Singapore Airlines Singapore Grand Prix. It's round number 2, which will be taking over the streets of Marina Bay of Singapore underneath these huge towering skyscrapers and right by the harbour for some beautiful Grand Prix racing. And we had an exciting qualifying yesterday with a new driver on pole. I'm your commentator today, Jay Dawson. Alongside me is Blade Challenger.
Hello.
Right. Hello
everyone.
There you go. How are you doing today? Good?
I'm not doing too bad. I'll tell you what, though, I am quite excited for the race today. It's going to be it's a fantastic track, so therefore it's going to be a fantastic race, right?
Most definitely. It will be one to remember. Let's have a look at the weather today. There is a temperature of 31 degrees Celsius, 73% humidity, and the wind speeds are about 8 kilometers an hour, so no worries there. Today, the tires we're running today, we're running the C5s, C4s, and the C3 compound, the soft, medium, hard. Wets and inters shouldn't have to be used today. There's no forecast of rain, so they worked away about that. So the tracks then. The drivers are going to be racing around these 5 kilometers or 3.1 miles of street to 2 long DRS zones and 5 lovely corners for the drivers to navigate tonight. I'm looking forward to it. It is going to be a good one for sure. But today's grid, after an exciting qualifying, on pole then is the Rizzarin taking his first pole. It's only his second race for Darky. Mr. Muxjo and the Spirit following up in second. Chase gets an impressive third place for Venturi with Chris Hearn, the Experienced, in P4 for Edox. Underscore me in 5th for the Spirit, and Matt takes a decent result for the Boot GP in 6th. Sub lines up in 7th with Indominus Rex taking over for the Sunset. Acer 1 with a lackluster 9, and Noah with a shocking P10. They'll be at the back of that front half of the grid. T Stoney in P11 and CTF for the Sparks in P12. Kubai in the other Venturi in P13 and Luchabot all the way down in 14th.
Yeah.
So an exciting grid then.
Quite.
Actually, a very exciting grid.
Get this too. No, that's not what I want.
Would agree with big players like Acer and Noah are going to be fighting for points for the start. So that'll be one to look out for. Actually, an interesting topic that I heard is that some drivers didn't think Noah would win with him being the best driver. They think he'll get actually caught up in all the dirty air of the other drivers. So obviously maybe dirty air is quite an issue around here as they actually get going now for their install laps. Give me one moment. I hate everyone.
Sorry, just sorting this out. Don't know what is going on. There we go. Right, apologies. For some reason, my camera's glitched. So yeah, as they go out for their outlaps now, we're just looking at. At the moment, we are looking at the randomizer. He's back. He was not going to race this weekend. He was retiring, but he is back and better than ever with the Apollo Motorsports car. Yeah, and the other people that are here. So we have, like Jay said, on pole position is the Rizarin of Darky. He was very shocked as he's just pulling over for some reason. He was a shock pole position today, and I'm guessing he's going to have a lot of pressure on his shoulders to push for that win also. It did pretty well last weekend, and we have a lot to look forward to today. As we now look at that. There we go. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to mute for a second. I just need to sort something out.
I'm here. Hello. What happened? They went round the track. There'll be a lot of that. Hello. Where am I looking? This way? This way. Oh. Okay. So, a very interesting top two, actually. Well, not Mr. Muxjoe, he's been around. He knows these parts. Chase Elliott there in the Venturi, as you can see on the screen just behind him. A very impressive result for him in the Venturi. They were very happy with that. But none more impressive the Rizarin, who actually lands up on pole, but I don't see on the grid. I see a lot of them on the grid. A lot of them are missing. There is some people in the pit lane. The third wheel and randomizer returns. He missed that guy, but he's back. He's a pit lane starter. As I can tell, the pit starters are in. I'll tell you what their tires are nearer the time. There's still drivers coming around. Indominus Rex there. People are actually. Oh, I thought we were burning fuel at the last corner.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't want to be doing that in a race at all.
Yeah, no, I don't think they should burn too much fuel. You've seen people. That's the issue now. It was because of last race we had someone accidentally flip the fuel dump button. They lost all their fuel, so that was a bit of an issue. So now I don't think that button's a thing anymore, which is
no, it's not. It's been removed.
A bit stupid because as we saw yesterday, there were a lot of people pulling over and burning fuel. Now there has been penalties since qualifying. Both the Kaisers were penalised with 3 place grid penalties for changing tyres on track. It is against the rules. I believe it's ruled like 2.5 of section 2. The rulebook has actually had some updates as well. I'm not going to bore you with all the rules, but the rulebook did get quite an update last night from myself. So
Yeah, a lot of people in the pit lane, actually. There's quite a few more. How many is there? There is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 people in the pit lane today, including the third wheel in the Boot GP, in Randomizer, Fire account in the Rizarin, and Dummy Space in the Venturi. There we go. Get out.
yeah,
Get that out if we can.
and the Rizarin is here in P1 now. Actually, kind of. I've just realised this, and I'm not one for conspiracies, but I've just realised that a team on a day like today, if you know what I mean, the car very center orientated.
It is very. No, they are because the owner is Brazilian. That's why.
Yeah, and they're on pole today on the 1st. It's the 28th anniversary of his death. So, yeah.
Oh, that is I bet that
Strange.
they're going to dedicate that. Oh man.
Yeah, and there is a sticker on the side of their car.
Oh my days! There is a. Oh my! By the E-Spirit car, there is a special guest. Jay, can we sort that out?
Wow! Who is that?
Who is that? Oh, it's me.
I got rid of him now.
It's the E-Spirit team manager.
Oh. Yeah, I think he's changed now. Thank the Lord.
No, he's still in it. He's still in it. He's still in it. That is a very tasteful character. That is a very tasteful.
I think that's very tasteful. As everyone is now ordered off the grid, formation laps will be a go. Let's look at the tyres that they're starting on, actually. The top 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are on softs. Just got me in 6th on mediums. Woosop on softs. And then I believe everyone behind is on mediums. No. And then just the Sunsets are on mediums. GP and both Sparks and the other Kaizen are also on softs. I will update you on the pit lane starters, which you would have heard. Kaya account, Me Space, Randomizer returning, and the third wheel taking for whoever drove the GP yesterday. They're all on soft, apart from Kaya account on the mediums, but we've seen them pit. There isn't actually a rule still against pitting in after the formation lap. It's not a thing yet, I just realised. So they can do it. I don't think it has much of an advantage because they start quite after everyone else. So it's not a big deal. But I would tell you, I would say their tyres and all that, but they might change still as they go for the formation lap. But someone's actually stopped the pit lane. I can hear someone's engine starting. Safety car waiting for them to come. It's very slow off the grid.
Yeah,
they're off now. That was Gui Alves.
He was in Sunset, by the way, so he's now in Sparks. Yeah, he's
signed
moved to
just
Sparks
for this weekend. Well, not just for this weekend, but signed just this weekend. So yeah, there's been a few moves already, which is always good.
Not too many. Actually, there was a lot more last season after round 1. I think everyone that has remained from last season, like teams other than Venturi, Rizarin, and Reticat, have all decided that they know which drivers they want and they've stuck with them, especially with people like Kaizen and Sunset and Boot GP. They've all found the drivers they want and are going to stick with them by the looks of it.
Good for them. Boot GP is an interesting one. They're trying to win their second race in a row. It'll be a bit more difficult from P10 and the pit lane. I have noticed the second driver. I don't think the second driver's ever won a race. It's always been their main driver, their main man that's won a race.
No, Mr.
So
Macho. No. There has been Portimao. There has been a win from
on the last few laps.
Well, he was leading the entire race by quite a considerable margin, actually.
Why am I flying away? He wasn't. Well, yeah, but you got overtaken and then the guy spun.
Yeah. Anyways,
they've never just been the second guy.
Yeah, no, it's genuinely been. It's always been one guy that's dominated the entire season. But the person to look at this race is Darky in the Rizarin. This is the second race. They had a very good race last weekend. And having
I don't know where they
quite a
finished.
good start to this one.
I'll have a look though. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Right now, last race, they finished Darky. It was a P5 and a P6 for the Rizarins.
It's a pretty decent
Darky in
film.
P5. I mean, Funky Fox in P6 last race did finish a minute behind the leaders, but Darky only 17 seconds, which is not bad considering the pace of those front guys.
Yeah.
For the whole race with no interruptions. I mean, mind you, a lot of people crashed, but he didn't finish last out of the finishers.
No, that was with Soup,
they
wasn't
line
it?
up onto the grid. Very exciting.
And definitely the person to keep an eye on though is definitely going to be Noah Gamer. He's going to be wanting to work his way through the field today. So as Josh asks if everyone is ready, the light should be coming on very soon. As the safety car lines up behind him. Forgot we had the safety car. I'm not gonna lie.
Very exciting. Medical car, safety car, whatever purpose it serves.
All right, take it away, Jay.
We wait for the lights now. Round 2, the Singapore Grand Prix. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and it's 5 lights. And it's lights out and away. We're going to Singapore. Actually looked like a delayed start for all the drivers. Mr. Muxjo did get a very good start. So Darky falling behind there. Mr. Muxjo is into the lead coming out of turn 1. The Sunset GP brushes the wall coming out of turn 1. Everyone else has got through relatively safely, apart from the other Rizarins is very far behind now. Going into turns 3 here, down onto the straight. Mr. Muxjo has taken quite the lead. Who is that?
Fantastic start for
Mr.
Muxjo.
of Noah Gamer, I think, is already up into 3rd.
Wow, there's a lot of people making early moves, isn't there? There's a lot of good starts from people such as like Chris Zun and Noah Gamer, as well as one of the
I think the start lights caught a lot of people out because they look like a delayed reaction for most people, as it's quite hard to see. Randomizer, all the pit lane starters are coming through. Randomizer with quite the gap from his other pit starters. As I think going through the sling chicane, there's been another issue for that second Rizarin, who's quite falling a bit further behind as they go through the hairpin now, down onto the straight. Is that Noah Gamer in second?
That is Noah Gamer in second, all the way from P10.
That is elite. That is crazy. That is a crazy start. And just like last weekend, it is Mr. Muxjo versus Noah Gamer for the lead. And I think Kyson is actually in 3rd. Is maybe there's a lot of skipping going around, but it looks like Woos up in 3rd, which is very good for him.
Another
coming off
good
of a
start
penalty as well.
Another good start for someone was Guilaves. They've now gone up into the top, I think the top 6 actually. So a really good start from them. Yeah, they have gone up into the top 6.
I've got my on and very good battle here. It is Chase versus Chris Hyun. Very good for the position going into turn, I think it's turn 2 now. Turn 3. And that battle is over. Chris Hyun has won it. It was wheel to wheel down the straight. The man who started P3. Those top people have fallen so far behind. Darky, the pole man, is in 10th after just 2 laps.
Not the start they were looking for, was it?
No, both the Sunsets down in a P11 and P12 out of the points for them. And Kaya, well, all the pit lane starters are pretty much still back there. Mum_me in P8. Luchibot, it says he's in a Sunset for some reason, but he's not.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Chris Horn up into P4. That's quite impressive. Mr. Muxjo holding off Noah Gamer, who's just 7/10 behind. And the gaps are already starting to form. It's already a 19-second gap to the back of the grid.
Oh, and the lead has now been taken by Noah Gamer. If you look now in P1, it's a close battle for it actually going into the tunnel. Well, not the tunnel. The
very close battle. Very close battle.
Yeah, it's coming into the final chicane. Can Mr. Muxjo make a move back for the lead going into the final 2 corners? And it looks like Noah Gamer has really just won that battle.
That's about 2/10 gap already. That is Woos up in 3rd as well, who has a very nice, he's kind of in there with a nice second gap both ways pretty much. But that battle between Christian and Chase is still going on. Chase went a little bit wide, and that is Chase down the inside of Christian actually going into turn 2. I saw that. That was nice to see. The Rizarin
find him. There we go.
and Mum_me also battling further back. And then you've got the Sunsets who are pretty low and back there. They've got quite the gap.
Yeah, it's the
But they
medium
do have
tires,
Mr.
remember?
Muck Show. I mean, not Mr. Muck Show. Randomizer is right on the tail of Acer One. He's going to have to be careful. Randomizer, a race winner, someone who's tipped to win the championship, but he missed the last race. He's here now. This is actually his debut, and he's right on the tail of Acer One at the back. And I see an overtake coming very shortly. He just keeps getting closer and closer.
Yeah, it's those medium tires. I can tell you this now as the team principal. There was a lot of complaints from the medium tires, so they're going to be ones to keep away from, especially at the race start.
You can see right through the gearbox of that Sunset going into the hairpin, and he's actually through. So there you go. Acer One, not much of a problem. Randomizer, but Acer One's teammate is probably next on the list. Acer One is fighting back though, actually. But I think in a few corners' time, it looks like Randomizer just has the tire pace, the tire advantage. Those softs, or those mediums will come into their element a little bit later. But right now, those softs seem to be the way to go.
Another good fight at the moment.
Starters.
Another very good fight actually is between Real Laves and Luchibot.
Yep, Luchibot, who's is actually a really good driver.
Yeah,
he's a really good driver. Not the best, not a representative qualifying for him, as that Acer One and Randomizer are still going at it. I'll let you know how that goes. Just saw them squabbling, so that'll be one to look out for down the line. See, now it's actually good because I can fly fast enough to see other battles going on.
You can use the spectate, by the way. That is allowed.
I know, but I like. Ooh, I thought that I was just to change your angle. I think we're going to see some spins going through that sling chicane, because which you're just seeing now on your screen, because the curbs are so high. I just saw a moment ago me take the curb. That was quite the impact, actually. It's one of those curbs that, actually, a good example, Imola F1 2022 Charles Leclerc. It's basically like that chicane. Hit the curve wrong, you're going to be round. You push it too hard. So you have to be careful about that.
Yeah, I've got to agree. It's one of those, I have to admit, I did take the car around during 24-hour practice, and it is definitely one to keep an eye on. Because
I had to race on it. I raced about 3 laps of this track last season when I was driving. I got bored. And then I didn't get bored. I wasn't very good at it. And I think that's when I realized, hey, it'd be good talking about the racing rather than doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah,
it's much more exciting, I can tell you that.
It's a fun track, though.
Exactly.
It's flowing. It's nice views everywhere. It's just nice. As they are still fighting at the back. Actually, never mind. It's it did actually look like Randomizer he's got through the Sunsets now.
Yeah.
So Sunsets P12, P13, not what you want to be seeing. Probably you probably want those points. Coming off of an Acer podium on his debut last race.
Yeah, that
on a street circuit. So what's gone on there?
I guess it's just a media time. He started P9.
He didn't start that far. He didn't start the best, but he's dropped quite a few positions. So that start has been very interesting for a lot of people. And I am just astounded by Noah Gamer's start. 5 laps, 10th to first in 2 laps. Pretty much.
Yeah, definitely a road to
that is driver of the day already. And apparently Wusup did hit the wall, but he hasn't spun. Maybe he might have lost a position or two. He was in that battle. Actually, no, he was quite calmly in 3rd. So we'll see now. Did he actually lose a position?
No, he didn't.
He did not. And he's quite comfortably in 3rd, actually. Chase, and he was fighting Chris Hun, who's just lost a position to Darky. Darky's gained 5 positions now. He's coming back to the field. Maybe the tires just weren't on. I can only imagine that's the reason. I think tires have played a really big part in this. Really big part. I think they have indeed. And there is quite the pack. I'd say P4 to P8. Yeah, P4 to P8, there's quite the pack, all squabbling for positions.
Yes.
There's a big gap everywhere. I don't even know what position. They're all fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
4th. This is a big battle for 4th position. It's just one huge battle between 4 cars. 5 cars, actually. So I'll try and look for position swaps. But right now, Chase is going to be looking in his mirrors. I'd imagine terrified.
There's a huge horde of drivers behind him. He's definitely going to be putting the pressure on. He did qualify P3, to which I can tell you Rocket Venturi was extremely pleased about.
As they should have been. They're
Yeah.
only their second race, and they qualified third. But their other driver, who was, I don't know actually, they were starting from the pit lane.
Yeah,
I know
starting
that.
from the pit lane. Yeah.
But I tell you what, all of these drivers that are in this fight for fourth, are like fourth place drivers, they're very capable of getting their position. So it will be actually really interesting battle. Drivers like Chris Hunt is probably one of the most experienced. And Luchabot gained quite 2 positions in that battle just then that lap. So he's now up into fifth. So
Yeah.
the Kaizens could be on track for a decent result. One of them's on the podium, and one of them's fifth. Hunting fourth.
Yeah, no, I have to say the Kaizens are having a very decent race today. They're in P3 and P5 right now, so they're going to be definitely looking to.
And actually, more bad news for you.
Oh no.
It was down in 15, didn't cross the line yet, and Asa one being hunted by the Boot GP.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah, they've realised what's up with the softs.
Tires aren't on, so yeah, he is on softs. So he's gone from medium to soft.
Yeah, I wonder if that's going to take him to the end of the race. I wonder if he's going to do that.
Softs for maybe
14 laps.
14 laps.
It was done in Manila.
I'll say that.
It was done in Manila,
yeah.
I have to say.
Kaya count in the Rizzorin driving his own race pretty much all the way down in P16 with a big gap. I think he'll be lapped by the end as the drivers are just crossing the line now. The lead drivers, Noah Game, are pulling a 1.4 second gap from Mr. Mux Joe in second. And actually, my prediction for the podium was Noah Game and Mr. Mux Joe and Ace. May have got the third one a bit wrong. But the other ones, as we have someone else in the pits, it is the Sparks of Guialves into the pits. So maybe those tires, he is actually on the softs right now. So I can imagine he's coming in for some mediums. I'm going to watch very closely. And it's a hard compound going on. The white striped hard compound. And we have someone else in the box. It's Asa.
Yeah.
So the mediums and onto the softs. So both of the sunsets off of the mediums onto the softs. Those mediums were not working out for them.
No. Not at all. No, I have to say I'm not particularly happy right now. But it's all a part of the. Maybe it's all part of the strategy. We'll have to find out.
You'd hope.
I really do hope. Yeah. Another thing, P3 and P4 now for the Kaizens.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good for them.
They had a horrific race in Manila, but now they're having a lovely race. Yeah,
they didn't qualify so bad. Well, actually, one of them did. Luchabot was actually sent to the back of the grid, effectively, with his penalty. Woosub also had a 3-place penalty. So, yeah, that's quite the comeback.
Yeah, definitely. It's especially they got a 3-place grid penalty each.
Exactly.
For jumping in and out, so they've really worked hard to get this all back, haven't they?
Yeah, but a lot of change is still yet to come because only really some people at the back pit. So these front runners who are, the top 4 were all on softs. So Noah Gamer stays out. There is someone else in the pits though. It's the other Sparks of Nicolin who's actually overshot his pit box into it now, and he's on the medium tire. Someone else is coming in. Dommy Space, the other Venturi. Like your pit cam. So the second Venturi car was running in with P13 right now. It was quite far back. Started from the pit lane. It's got the long drive right to the end of the pit lane. 3 engineers on the pit wall for Venturi. So they're going to want this. They're going to be trying to get the strategy down. Dummy Space is onto the mediums coming out the pit lane, as you might be able to just see now.
There he is.
No one else seems to be boxed right now. So the tire, all different laps pretty much. It's very interesting to see. Engineers are a very big part of this season. So yeah, there's been quite a substantial difference. Someone else is in the pits. That's Mr. Muxjo is into the pits. Mr. Muxjo boxes from second. So it'll be interesting to see what tire he goes on. He's on soft, 10-lap old soft. So 10 laps seems to be, for a front runner, probably the point. It's a good stop. He gets a good
he's
stop
going on
onto
the
the
medium.
mediums. So
I wonder if we're
11
going to make the mediums
laps.
work. That's the thing.
Oh, he's boxed twice. He's had a bad stop.
No!
He's pressed pit twice.
Ooh. Ow. That is... Oh, what's happened with Noah? Why is he... Oh, okay, he's just lapped Kaya. Okay, I was just wondering why he's in front of the Rizzarin. he's just lapping Kaya. Ignore me. So, that's really not going to help Mr. Mixture there. Really not going to help at all.
Oh, terrible. So basically, a pit stop is, say, 3-4 seconds. Oh, and there's a spinner. Nicolin spins coming out of turn 2. Back on the racetrack now, but he's going to be overtaken. Well, he was just behind his teammate Guialves, and saw him spinning there. So that's going to put him closer to Asa on relatively new medium tires. Will be in the danger zone now. So Asa will probably pick as he's on the softs.
Well, Kaizens once again, they're going to be in even better. I know they're not exactly they're not pitted yet, but they're going to be in a very good mood right now, because now that Mr. Mukjo's got that disadvantage from the pit stops, I wonder if
the Kaizens will want...
One of them's coming.
Kaizens, Woosop is in. Noah Gamer did stay out, so he's doing a fair amount. The Kaizen is in. It's the medium tires going on for him, and he gets out. Bit slow coming off. Chase Elliott fan also comes into the pits. And also Chris Hyun to the mediums, and also the other boot GP of the third wheel onto the medium. So the soft medium strat seems to be the one.
Yeah.
Chase Elliott onto the mediums as well. So all these people coming out of the pit lane were on softs. Now
the thing is, though, we saw the sunsets on mediums at the start, and they were just not the right tire. So I'm really wondering here what's going to happen, because the medium tires, if they're all going on mediums, then they'll all be safe, really. But it's just, I'm wondering what's going to happen here. Because I
don't know who else is on them, who started on them. Not, I think everyone that started on mediums has pit.
Yeah. They needed to get them off.
Because I was going to say, also a driver who was doing well on the mediums, who started on the mediums. I want to see if Noah boxes. He does. Noah's into the pits.
There we go. Finally.
So he will going on to the mediums, I can assume. If he doesn't mess up and try and go on to softs.
And Luchabot stays out.
Driven past it. That's actually illegal.
Is it? I've seen a lot of people not
going
in their proper boxes.
There is actually a rule that specifies that you have to box in your box.
I've seen a lot of people not going in their right boxes. Oof. That's not going to be very good. But Luchabot in the lead now without boxing. So
I'm gonna pull that up.
All right, have a look. Have a look.
I'll get the rule book up right here. It's in actually qualifying and race.
But before you say anything,
Section 3.
Before you say anything, sorry, Dark has now overtaken Mr. Mooksjoe because of the mix-up on tires, I think. Actually, no, has Dark boxed? I'm not sure.
I don't know. But Section 2, Rule 2.5, drivers shall not be allowed to change tires on track. It must be in their designated pit box.
Oh.
That is the rule.
Okay, that's going to be quite bad.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That's going to affect a lot of people, actually. I already know there's going to be a load of complaints about that.
So, both of the top two have made a mistake in their pit stops.
Oof.
Which one could be more costly? Could it be Mukjoe, who's only lost about an extra 3 or 4 seconds? Or...
This is not going to be very good, is it? Uh-oh.
Only how they focus on Noah's, but I believe 2 others have done it. I've watched everyone that's boxed. No one else has done it.
Someone that's on a comeback right now, actually. Asa 1 is up into P9. Well, not yet. He's not officially said yet, but yeah.
Coming in. And there's also people stood outside of the Rizzarin garage. two people stood right in the original box waiting for someone, I'd imagine.
Was Mum and Score Me on softs
Score Me-
already? Is he goes on softs again? And he does a double
believe
box,
he has
actually. He does double box. He does a double box.
He does. He's also messed up that bit. I believe the person stood in front of the box can actually do the pit stop for you, so that could have been they've both pressed it.
Oh.
A lot of people having slow stops, and it's all to their own fault, because we know, us two more specifically, know how these pit stops work.
Yeah.
It's the same pit system that was in CF1R. Just adapted quite heavily. Which is originally adapted from RRA, I think. Yeah. So, interesting how people claim the thing.
E-Spirit comes out and hits the
Darky
wall,
has not. Darky is not boxed. But the previous people are waiting.
Oh, what's going on with him? He's just spun he's just sitting on the side of the pit level.
I saw that. He spun.
Oh,
Over the original. It's a double stack.
It's double stack.
You actually have to double stack. I'm pretty sure you can both go in. But this will be difficult. I think because he spun, that may have messed up the double stack.
Oh,
What are they going to do here? Because they're both going to stop unless they're going on. They're on different tire compounds. They've both gone. Oh, Darky's on. It's going to have to change again. Wait, what? One of them is on the same tires. Or did they swap? No. They're fine.
Okay.
Because they both pre-selected their tires. They're fine.
Okay.
I got worried then.
Yeah.
Because both of them went up at the same time because they hit the button. And it's anyone in that radius pretty much. And because there was two cars in the designated area, they both got lifted. But they did pre-select their tires, so they're all fine. Got a bit worried then.
Oh, dear.
It allowed to pit last lap.
Jay is having second-hand embarrassment right now.
Huh?
Jay was second-hand.
What does that mean?
Anxiety. So you're having anxiety for someone
worried
else.
for him. Because I know he's on this comeback drive right now.
Yeah.
4th after the pit stop, which is very good.
Luchibot
hasn't bought.
I think has he?
No, he hasn't. So he's still in P1. That's why his gap's so big.
Bro, is he gonna? He's gonna have to. He's gonna stretch these out and use the mediums as minimal as possible. That's what he's doing.
I imagine so. The mediums just don't seem to be the right tire. Well, actually, everyone's gone on to the mediums now.
Well, I think
for the start phase, the softs are the right choice.
Yeah, but the sunsets.
I'm gonna have a look though.
The sunset of Acer is making a comeback. Definitely.
That's a battle further back. The Ridgerins, both of the Ridgerins are fighting for position. Actually, no, Kai's being lapped by Stimit.
Yeah, it's lapping. Yeah.
Sorry about that. No one else is really battling. There's a.
I think Luchibot can win this.
He could. 18 seconds though. He's gonna have fresh tires though.
Yeah, he's gonna be. Oh, there's a spark set on the side of the road. That's Nika. That's Nika out, I think. Yeah, he's out.
Where is he?
He's just sitting on the side of the road, just after the straight on the hair, just straight after the hairpin.
Let's have a look. Here we are. I don't see anyone on the straight after the hairpin.
No, it's probably been deleted now.
There's no one there.
It's probably despawned.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Mr. Muksha versus Noah Gamer right now.
Oh yeah, I should probably pull that back up. I was looking at the rule. I'm gonna be busy after the race now. Because they're gonna be...
You have to rewatch the stream just in case people have not gone in their designated pits.
Well, yeah. Well, if someone complains about it, I didn't see anyone, and I watched everyone.
Now that they've done this, what tire is Mr. Muksha on? Because I remember they're both on the same tire. So can Mr. Muksha
on soft? So Mr. Muksha is only now 1.5 behind Noah Gamer. So he must have pretty much gained that time back. Well, they both had. Well, they didn't have bad stops. No, it didn't have a bad stop. Just his could be more costly in the long run.
Ooh.
Ace won, made his way back up to 9th.
There's a battle. No, there is a battle between Mum Score Me and Ace. Well, no, there's a battle between Acer and the third wheel here.
Third wheel. I was just watching Acer, and he looked all over the place coming out of those first few corners. He was sliding all over the show.
Yeah, he's doing it.
It might have been lag, but it looked like his rear was kicking out every time. which is where we saw the sparks spin. The same corners where his rear was kicking out, and it's those first sections.
It looks like those mediums are coming into play now because those stats that he doesn't look too good in those softs right now. Oh, Mum's. Oh, okay, never mind. That was lag. I thought Mum scored me. Just stopped
Not
for a
at
second.
all.
Oh, is that
I
dark?
don't really have many issues through the sling. It's a triple. Well, not a triple chicane, but there's 3 apexes. Yeah. Quite interesting so far. I've not been bored yet.
No. I'll tell you what. I reckon Luchibot can win this. Jeff definitely can win this.
Definitely.
Jeff, my strategist in Formula 1 2021. He definitely agrees.
Jeff is his strategist.
Yeah.
And also you got to remember,
he's still pulling a gap though. That's the thing. He's losing Noah.
I'm having a peek at the pit walls. I'm gonna try and have a peek at Luchibot tire deck. Oh, that's wrong. I think that's wrong at least. It says he's on 100. He's got 100% tire wear.
Redo it. Check. Just double check. It might say.
I'm just looking at the board.
Can you also check the CCs?
Guialves is off of the hards and onto the mediums, which is fine because he's had his 2 compounds. He can go back on.
Well, no, he's on the softs at the start, so that's his third compound.
Yeah, that's fine anyway. All of the actually no, boost ups is showing the correct tire wear. It's just
Yeah, no. Please no.
There's a bit of a crowd looking at Luchibot's tires and
yeah.
stuff.
Look, Luchibot is losing Noah. He was 21.5 seconds now.
That's what I'm confused about because his pit wall says his tires are 100% on all 4. Engine wear. And he's got 0% engine wear, and his ERS is his ERS is going down, and his fuel's gone down. Might just be a bug, but he'll have to pit anyway.
Yeah, he'll have to
mandatory. You can't just go all the way.
If he's not getting tire wear,
23
really
seconds
weird.
could make it close. I would box now, or at least if he's going.
I reckon he's going to box lap 20. I reckon.
I hope he doesn't make us in an awkward position where it's like, did he actually box after the race finish? Because I know the start line does go through the pit lane, through some boxes. Oh, actually, no. Yeah. So, great. So, his pit box, the first pit box after the start line.
Right.
So, if he went into the pits on the last lap, he would technically finish the race and then box, which isn't allowed, obviously.
Apparently, I'm getting a DM from Zaclippy. We think Luchibot's tire is broken. We don't know. He says the tires feel
he's
fantastic.
He's going to have to box eventually.
Yeah, he's going to have to box.
He still has to box. It doesn't matter how good your tires are.
Yeah.
He's going to have to box. And I'm going to actually let them know, probably.
I mean, it's not their fault.
On the last lap.
It's not their fault that...
Well, yeah, if
the tires... Oh, and dark spins! Oh, no!
What?
And that's loud.
P7. He's dropping down. There's a nice battle down the straight, actually.
Yeah. Oh, dear. That is disappointing for Dark. So, what's going on further back? Is anything happening there? No, not really. Okay. Any battles that I can watch? No. Let's have a look. So, Noah Gamer and Mr. Muxto still keeping that gap somewhat. But it looks like... Is that Chase Elliott catching up to them? No. Okay. I was like,
so
whoa.
I've actually got intel from Zaclippy saying that he is going to box this lap.
All right.
It isn't really unfair if it's broken. It's not unfair to him. It'd be fine, really. There's not a rule. If there's a glitch, you can't really penalize him for
No, we can't. That's
glitch in the system.
not his fault. This
And,
could be his
he's just
second
been
win in
blessed
3
pretty
races.
much.
Second win in
It
3
could
races.
be, and I wouldn't mind it actually.
I wouldn't mind it. No, it's
I
as
wouldn't
much as
mind it.
as much as we hate Zaclippy, we don't hate Luchibot.
Exactly. That's Woosop again. I haven't seen this guy in ages. Where's he at?
He's down in P6. He's just chilling.
No, I mean Lucibot. Where is he on the
Oh no.
track?
Oh, he's
Can you see him?
Luchibot is just. He's just come off the hairpin, basically.
Okay, so he's gonna box a slap. Oh, can he? Oh, can he do it? I'm so interested.
Is he gonna box his lap? Because
If
he
he
can't
doesn't
box a
box,
full lap.
If he goes past it, there's gonna be a sandstorm, Darude sandstorm, and here he is. Yeah, he's in.
Okay, there we go.
Into
So he's
the
got
pits.
25 seconds. He's got a comfortable gap to Noah Gamer, and they're not gonna make it. They're not gonna beat him out there.
Well, it depends how good his stop is. I'm watching so closely into the pits.
Come on, Luchibot. You got this. You got this, my guy.
He stops. He's onto the mediums.
And away he goes.
He's double boxed. He's double blocked. He's double blocked. Where's
No,
Noah?
he's still gonna make it. He's still gonna make it. He's still gonna make it.
Noah comes down the straight. Full racing speeds. Oh, it's gonna be
come
close.
On. Come on, Luchibot. You got this. No.
This is a battle to the start. Tires are gonna
It's
need
the final
warming
lap.
up.
He just has to make it to the final lap. He has to make it. Don't spin. That's all he has to do, and he can win this Grand Prix.
His heart's gonna be going insane.
Oh, here we go. This is fantastic.
Someone's got a drive-through pen.
Can you check? See if there's a Chris drive-through penalty.
Chris
Oh,
drive-through penalty, which could impact someone. Maybe, I don't know. But we're gonna follow the leaders still.
where's Noah Gamer? Okay, there he is. He's
Noah
just there.
Gamer's just a bit behind.
Oh,
He's also
come
got
on,
Mr.
Luchibot.
Mugster right on his tail.
Come on, don't
And,
mess us up.
Noah Gamer, one of the best drivers on the grid, if not the best driver on the grid, is haunting Luchibot, who could be on for his second win in 3 races. Did you
Yeah,
say?
second win in 3 races.
Second win in 3 races, because he did actually win in Mexico. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, can he do it?
I think he's got it.
He's got it.
I think he's got it.
This corner
As
is
we
notorious for
watch
spinning
now,
though. This corner is
Luchibot in the
notorious.
Kaizen
Aye.
from the back of the grid. Through the final corner, it's Kaizen once again. It's Luchibot who wins the Singapore Grand Prix. And it's Noah who finishes just 2 seconds behind Mr. Muxjo. Wow.
Wow.
I can't believe that.
If you told me at the start of this race, Luchibot would win it, I would not believe you. I would tell you to get out. That is insane. Wow. And there's a close finish There's a close finish for P6.
It's a very close finish for P6. No, the time is going to change. It's Mum's goal me. He actually lost a position on the last lap.
Chris Zun is down in P10.
Chase only lost 1 position. That's consistent. Good for him. And Asa to finish in 9th. So 2 points for him in the standings.
Chris Zun got screwed, bro.
Randomizer on his return. P10 grabs the final points. And then
Chris Zun got messed up. He was P6 and then he had a drive-through.
P12. That's awful.
Wow. What a race. That's going to be, yeah. In terms of strategy, it was a good race.
It was a good race in general, I feel like. I just enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed the race.
Wow. To the 23 viewers watching right now.
Doesn't seem too mad.
23 people watching right now. Thank you, everyone.
Hi, 23 people. Who's that? I haven't heard of him before.
Wow. That's going to be a race to remember for Kaizen. I tell you that right now. And I can't wait to interview them. That is definitely
wow. Got to do the interviews, haven't we? Yeah. The glitch only happens when you jump in and out.
It was an Albon in Melbourne. That's what it was. That was Albon. As he comes in now.
That was Albon on a bit of a different level. As he comes through, Mr. Muxo also picks up a second consecutive podium, maybe a third, I don't know.
Wow.
as
Wow,
his
wow, wow.
team are not here to greet him. Actually, there we are. His second win in 3 races. Noah Gamer has to settle for P2 in his championship charge. Surprised! That was
That was very, very good.
I don't have all the words. All the words are not there to kind of sum it up.
Oh, wow. What a race. That was a really good race. Chase Elliott fan comes
Thanks
home
for
just in
telling me
FIFA.
though the tire on the pit wall is broken. It's still working. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's working now. Finish the race.
So we have an interview.
On 94%.
We have an interview interviews as well. So if
yeah, this will be an interesting one. Yeah. Are you gonna do it or am I gonna do it?
You can do it if you want to.
Okay.
If you really, really want to. And look, there's.
Oh, by the way, Noah still might have his penalty. So.
Oh yeah.
He might not even finish second. But I'll ask him. I'm gonna ask him about that.
All right, I'll get Noah and. Oh. Lucifer. Wow. And there's Noah already in there. Okay, we'll be right back for the interview.
Well. Welcome back. You join us back for the podium interviews, starting off with Mr. Mux Joe. Another podium for you, a P3. It could still be a P2 though, because Noah did break a rule. That's
what?
Clearest rule broken ever. But yeah, hello, you're here. Tell me your feelings about the race. How you feel about the whole Luchavolt winning. Just tell me your thoughts about the entire thing.
I think it was pretty controversial, and we had a few problems in the pit, such as double pitting, and also Leesport having zero wear on his tyres, which for some reason, I don't know why that happened. So we had a couple of problems in the race. Could have had a race win, but ultimately didn't.
Well, it's not an RRA race without chaos, is it? And a bit of controversy. That'll make it boring. Not saying it wasn't. Yeah. Anyway, I've been proved wrong, I guess. When I said last race, I said that if
It
you're
wouldn't
out,
be
well,
RRA.
you said you weren't focused on a certain championship yet. Has that changed for you?
I think we've definitely shown we can fight for the championship. We're fast in clean air, but it's very hard to pass
Very
the
fast.
car in front.
Yeah, your teammate finished in. Don't know. I think it was. I don't know.
P8.
Does anyone know where you finished? P8 maybe. P8 maybe. Don't know what I'm really going for with this. P5. Someone's saying that's good. Good team result then. Last race he had the DNF. So I think you might be leading the constructors. Maybe, possibly, maybe Kaisner. I don't know.
Depends
This
what
I
happens
feel
with GP and their second driver.
Yeah. So next race, don't know what it is. Look
Korea.
forward to it. Korea. Yeah, new track then. New track. It's actually a circuit. It's the first track we're going to that isn't a street circuit. Isn't that be a problem?
I think it'll be more easy to drive through. I've seen the track already. It looks pretty long, but it actually isn't.
Right then. Well, thank you for your time. Well done on your P3, maybe P2. I'm going to bring in the next dude now. I can. Rejoined again by Noah Gamer, Boot GP P2.
Wow.
First of all, what I want to ask you is, are you actually aware of the penalty you might get? I do understand the circumstances around it.
Is it the
I want to get your opinion on that.
Is it the fact that I pitted on not my pit box?
Yeah.
Well, I guess. I mean, I think that rule's kind of BS in my opinion. It doesn't matter honestly where on earth you pit. You're gonna lose the exact same amount of time. But the reason I did that is that because I saw someone that definitely wasn't one of our engineers just sitting right next to the button. So I don't want to risk someone just starting spamming so I stay there for an extra 10,000 seconds.
Right then. There you go, Josh, wherever you are, or whoever's going to be dealing with that one. But yeah, another P2. It would have been a win. What is your opinion on Blue Chihuahua actually winning in a non-legit but legit kind of way?
I mean, I don't know. Apparently my engineers were telling me he had 0 tire wear, like as in no wear at all. Just constantly, he didn't need the pit at all, which is kind of again BS in my opinion, but whatever, I'll see what happens.
Yeah, you're still leading the championship.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter in that sense.
Yeah.
But I just feel like you've had, what is it, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, you've got 7 points taken away from you, stolen from you.
I don't know. It's only 7, I guess. Nothing
That's great.
too major, I think. I don't know if it's 7 is a lot.
7 is a lot. And you did actually get fastest lap as well, so I think it might be 8.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't even know if that's a thing.
Oh yeah. I
Okay.
hope it is.
Well, look forward to the next
Hydro.
race in the circuit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Thanks.
go take
See
a
you then.
massive fucking dump now.
Again now by the race winning team, the team boss and team principal of Kaizen Kota Racing, whatever it's called these days. How happy are you with probably the most surprise win you'll ever get?
You know what? I'm pretty sad about it. I'm sad that we won. I'm really sad, you know. I wanted to finish
agree.
off.
I mean, if we got
Yeah.
P3, I don't think we wouldn't have as much drama as it is currently. But
Yeah, but it's got to be sweet. I mean, you come
Yeah,
off with a double penalty
I
for
wanted-
both your drivers.
No, I really wanted us to finish last with both cars, so I'm just really sad that we won. But it's always a positive, you know. 25 points, you know, bit of champagne. I'm sure I'll get drunk tonight.
It's
But
more
you
than
know,
25 points. You're
Is
the
it?
guy.
oh yeah, but 25 points from one driver.
Yeah.
And then whatever the points for
Bit of
P6 is,
Bloxy Cola.
8 points for the other. Goated. But I think all the controversy is truly unfounded. I think we can look in real life, look at Alex Albon, and I think Lewis Spot is just the Alex Albon of RRA. So I think the controversy is unfounded. I think it's absolutely undeserved, and I have a totally unbiased opinion. And yeah, I think if you disqualify our guy, you are racist.
look,
I would agree.
for
Okay.
the pit wall thing, we went into the race. It was the same. We jumped out and in the car.
As a lot of
and
people do.
The pit wall was a little bit glitched. We couldn't see the tire wear, but I made sure to ask Luce. But we will interview him next, of course.
Yeah.
But he said he did lose grip. He didn't have grip the entire race. So, but it's people are still gonna argue about it because
Still
Well, I
gained.
think
that
Jay
from-
Chen should get the penalty.
He still
It's
gained.
it's actually
from
his
both
fault,
men, no.
technically.
Yeah, I think Josh should get the penalty. I think we should
Right.
disqualify Josh from the league. I think all of the developers should serve a penalty. And yeah, I think any penalty against us is unfounded.
Okay. Cheers. Now die. Did go. Okay, welcome back. Luchibot, the race winner. That's actually your second race win in 3 races. Did you know that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You're actually technically the most consistent race winner then, I guess, on the grid, which is good. You know, that's not a bad stat. What is your whole opinion on the way you've won? In all honesty,
I don't care.
what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, you sound like you're in some sort of distress. Are you looking forward to Korea?
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. All right then. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's eat ass. Okay. There's always one.
you can tell he's Swedish, everyone. You can tell he is Swedish.
Oh,
There's always going to be
my
him.
life. Are we gonna do a Swedish national anthem? I didn't even
I
know
think
they
we
had
are.
a national anthem.
So yeah.
Where's the
you're
plane
on mute, by the
gone?
way.
I can
You're
just
on
hear
mute.
it now and again.
Oh, I need to turn the
Podium puncture. I mean picture.
Where's
That's not
Queen
Swedish
when you need
national
him?
anthem. I know, right? Apparently he did it. Apparently Astros got dressed up last time, but he didn't. We didn't get to do it.
All right. So, okay.
I'm gonna give all.
Wrong step, Merkshow and Noah. Ace and move.
He didn't specify where on the one that you came in. Oh, I came in your mom. I'm
Okay, and then we can bring the club up here.
pretty sure that's the wrong way around, but yeah, okay.
Get the clippy up, or we can not do that. There we go. So yeah, fantastic race from LuchaBot.
Get on the thing. There you go.
Fantastic race from LuchaBot in the KKR kart, and what a race it was for them. I have to say that the strategy was masterclass, really, wasn't it, Jay?
It was. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call it a strategic masterclass, per se.
Well, yeah,
I'd call it a fluked masterclass.
it took advantage of
But
it,
still
basically.
a masterclass, regardless if it's a fluke or not. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good result. They'll enjoy it. I know they will. A team that is just always battered for how unlikely they are to win anything. But then you look at the results, and like I say, well, like we've said, 2 race wins in 3 races, both of which have come questionably.
Quite.
In both circumstances. In Mexico, the winner got disqualified for doing donuts after the race. And this time, there is actually a plane doing a lap of the circuit.
Where is it?
Followed by a safety car and a boot GP. Oh, it's taken off now.
So yeah,
But yeah.
thank you everyone.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you everyone for coming to watch today, and we'll see you after the 1 week break in Korea.